Listen, Shannon Sharp, good morning. Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Well, that's nice. I like that color.
Thank you, Shannon.
Skip, you know the color? You know what that color
I
is?
have no idea. I learn something every day.
Every day.
You sure do. Every day I come out here, I say, I'm going to teach Skip a little something today.
Well, I think your Broncos needed one play Shea last night. Big play Shea, right? Just one play. That's all they needed.
Skip, they had it.
Yeah.
Keenum had a guy wide open. He thought he was throwing the Yao Ming.
On this show, you're no play Shea, but
How you doing, home team? My home team.
oh,
They needed
Hey, Skip, how you doing, Skip?
over here. Yeah.
We were
got it.
really on a good thing
I know.
yesterday, though.
Close.
But now it's
You fell for it, Jenny. You
Close.
fell for the banana in the tailpipe every
Close,
time.
but no cigar. I leave the cigars to that guy.
Oh, yeah, I think, I have one next week. Next Monday.
Week, how about
Next
tonight?
Monday. No, next Monday.
Yeah.
Next Monday.
Oh, next Monday.
Yeah,
You're
'cause
smoking on the air.
Something happened Sunday night.
I got it.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
We got due on it, too, already. You said it.
I did.
Okay.
I'm good.
You feeling
so
good
much
about
to look
yourself.
forward to. All right, on today's show, is Zeke the next Jim Brown? Is
Whoop.
Josh Gordon the
Whoop.
next Randy Moss?
Whoop.
And will LeBron take another helicopter ride after a
Can't
long
wait
day's
for that.
work? You know, I wish I could do that. But we're going to start with the Chiefs and their big comeback. Patrick Mahomes continued his incredible start to the season last night, leading the Chiefs from 10 down in the fourth to beat Shannon's Broncos 27-23. Mahomes even threw a pass left-handed during the comeback. On the game-winning drive, the play clock ran out on a big third down, but the refs apparently didn't see it, and the Chiefs completed a 35-yard pass to set up the touchdown. Kansas City is now 4-0, joining the Rams as the only perfect teams in the NFL. Shannon, how impressive was Mahomes last night?
Skip, he's very impressive. He has things that you cannot teach. His improvisational skills are second to none in the league currently. His talent level is, when you think of young, talented quarterback, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, he's on that level. Skip, he can throw rolling, and he can throw. His ability to throw on the move is Aaron Rodgers-esque. His arm is stronger than Aaron's, and that's going to serve him well because, in Kansas City, Skip, it starts getting late October, November, it starts getting really cold. It gets windy, it rains, it snows. Also, Denver, it gets cold. Now, they dodged a bullet. They got Denver early in the season. It was a great night.
Yep.
But he has the arm strength that can cut through any element that he might face being outdoors. Skip, he's special. Rolling to his left, he changes his hands, throws the ball, and gets a first down to Tyreek Hill. Now, when you're playing a young man like this, Skip, as a rusher, you must be very careful because if you run past him, and this is what they normally teach you when you're rushing a guy like him, you don't run past him. Because if you run past him, what he'll do, he'll step up and he'll slide one way or another. And he has the arm strength to throw the ball over your head. Second and 30, he gets out of the pocket, he throws the ball. There are very few quarterbacks in this league currently playing, Skip, can do what he did. All those plays that he made outside of the pocket with his feet, throwing the ball. And then he's very decisive. You look at that 8-yard TD run, Skip, he steps up like, this man coverage, I'm gone. And there's no hesitation, what should I do? Let me see it. He steps up, bye, see you later, races Darren Stewart to the corner, touchdown. But defense, if I'm the Broncos, I'm disappointed because I have a 10-point lead. I'm at home, stadium's going crazy. And defense, you got to make a play. I needed to see Bond make one play. Now, I know they throw the ball. They do a great job. Andy Reid does a great job of game planning and getting the ball out of Mahomes' hands quick. A lot of screens to Tyreek Hill, a lot of swing passes to Hunt, a lot of quick passes to Travis Kelce. But you got to find a way. Bond is the difference maker. He's in that same category with the Mack and J.J. Watt and Aaron Donald. He's in that. And we've seen those guys lately flash. They make those plays. And so I needed to see Bond make that. But this comes down to Keenum. Keenum had Demaryius Thomas wide open for the game-winning touchdown, and he overshot him by 10 feet. There's a reason why he's had been on 4 different teams, 6 different stops. There's a reason why, Skip. These great quarterbacks, really good quarterbacks, they don't bounce around like that. There's a reason that Minnesota said, you know what, you had us in the championship game, but we feel you held us back from where we want to go. But this kid, Skip, and when I judge a young, talented quarterback, projections, okay, who's his coach and what does he have around him? He's going to grow old with these kids. Travis Kelce is fairly young. Kareem Hunt, they came in the same year. Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins. So in other words, that cast is going to be together. You look at Jared Goff, look what he has. They surrounded him. Look what Carson Wentz, they surrounded him. Let's get this young man here. He has the making of not good, but great. Special.
Okay, you done?
Nah, he ain't done.
Okay. Well, I'm about to get started. So I'm going to start from the end because I'm going to go back to that play in question, because if that play gets made, we are not having this conversation.
Right.
We're having a different...
No, but you still think he was special, even though if that play had got made.
I would say that, except it'd have a whole different thrust and tone to this morning.
Okay.
If that play had been made not only by Case Keenum, but by Demaryius Thomas, who once made a great play for Tim Tebow. But to me, I'm putting half of this on the wide receiver, because our man Orlando Scandrick can cover too, so he lets him go, and then Ron Parker, the safety, doesn't get over. And I need somebody to dive for the football. This is the football game. I need somebody to give up their body. That's not 10 feet overthrown. That's 1 foot overthrown.
If he dives, his body...
It's 1 foot. You can go up and snatch it. What is he, 6'3" or 4"? You know, you got to make an effort for that instead of waving at it. It offended me to watch this, because this is a little wave. I think I'll just wave at this ball. I'll just wave. Leave your feet, sell out, give up your body. You can at least get your fingertips on that ball if you're that good, and he in his career has been that good in stretches. You know it, and I know it.
But he's not that guy anymore, Skip.
Right? But you got to be that guy for one instant in one game against a division rival. What have they won now? Kansas City's won 18 of their last 19 division games. They're just owning this division. So this is it, man.
Patriots-esque.
Okay, it is Patriots-esque. In a division that's better than the AFC East.
Yes.
You know, it's deeper, it's stronger, it's like it's got more firepower to it, and you shouldn't be able to do that to that division, right? So this is the moment of the game, and again, it's slightly overthrown, but it's not impossibly overthrown, and you got to make one play to change everything for the rest of the year, because it would resonate from that point forward. And again, you're close to a mile-high miracle. It's Case Keenum, and he's had a reputation, a history of sometimes he will miss the easiest ones, but he will make the Minnesota miracle throw where you say, how did you do that? But I don't think he's a choker. I don't think he comes up small.
No, he just is what he is.
Yeah. Okay, but he's still pretty good to me. I'll take him over Kirk Cousins. So that's just me.
Man, you crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? I'm crazy that Kirk Cousins, who stunk it up against the Bills, that guy?
Yeah.
The guy who made the key blunder at the end of the Rams game the other night, that's Kirk Cousins. I'll take this guy.
Blunder. Stop
this
it.
This guy's something. Now, back to Patrick Mahomes. Before we jump and overreact to all this, I'm just going to remind everybody, through 3 quarters, I wasn't impressed, because that was hit and miss for 3 quarters, because he was 15 of 29, so he's barely over 50% through 3 quarters for 151 yards. That's through 3. And there were at least 3 times in that game in the first 3 quarters in which he just rolled out or scrambled and threw it to nobody. And you can't keep getting he's on a magic carpet ride right now, where everything's coming up roses. Everything he tries, even left-handed passes, they come up roses. You know, and I know this league will get you.
Right.
Because you keep daring the devil in this league, the devil will get you. And he was
tempts fate
daring.
a lot. He does tempt fate a lot.
He can tempt fate. But then the shock to me was in the 4th quarter, I needed to see something, because I told you the other day, I watched him a lot at Texas Tech, and in all the big games at Texas Tech, he didn't take the game over. You can say, well, they just didn't have enough talent, and you could be right about that at Texas Tech. But against Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, they went 0-6 with him as a starter, 0-2 against West Virginia, 1-2 against Texas and TCU. So that's a grand total of 2 for 10 in those big games. So I needed to see it in a big game on Monday Night Football, and I must admit, I saw it, because he went 13 for 16 in the 4th quarter for 151, and outside the pocket, he threw for 192 yards, which is the most in the NFL over the last 10 years. So that is, to your word, that's special, because he won this game with his legs even more than his arm, which I did not see coming, because I didn't see that at Texas Tech. Trust me, I didn't see that. He would scramble and he would get outside the pocket, but not like that. Where that was his whole MO last night was, I'm better on the run, left or right?
Yes.
And he had like easy acceleration, and I kept saying, catch him, because Vaughn, trust me, Von Miller, if they ran a 40 right now, I think Von Miller might get him.
Yeah,
he timed 4.8, Mahomes did. So could Von run 4.7-ish?
Von timed like 4.48 or 4.50.
That's what I thought. But I'm saying at this point in his career, could he get him at 40 yards? I think he could, and he almost got him on the left-handed pass. But again, Von didn't show. He didn't like flash like he usually does. I don't know why. Maybe you need DeMarcus Ware coming the other way. Maybe it's just too easy.
He got Bradley Chubb.
I know. Well, haven't seen enough of him.
But if you notice, everybody's trying, like, I can't land on him, so let me tackle his legs.
Maybe.
And you tackle his legs, and he's still throwing the ball.
No, maybe. I got it. But still, this is just getting after him, and the pocket kept, the contain just kept breaking here and breaking there. It's like, where are you?
You can't run past it.
Maybe next time somebody says, you know what? Our game plan this time, we're going wider. We're going to take wider loops at him.
Don't take wider loops, Skip. You know what? If you look at the way Coach Belichick rushes the passer, he likes controlled pass rush. I'm going to keep you in the pocket.
All right.
Maybe let's try and keep him in the pocket, because that's what teams want to do with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, okay.
Force him to throw from the pocket. That's a bad idea, but hey, it's better than having him throw on the move.
Okay. So we come to the final drive. And again, the kid showed me something, because he doesn't have Sammy Watkins. So he's got a difference maker gone at the wideout. You can run past people. So it gets right away to 3rd and 5 at his 45. And he rolls left, and Von is tracking him, and he's right on him. And at the last second, he decides, I'm going to switch this to my left hand. But guess what he does, if we could see the left-handed pass play? He grabs the football underneath. So you got the wrong end of the football on the wrong side. He's away from the laces and underneath it. It's the exact worst way that anybody could ever try to actually throw a football.
Right.
And he throws it left-hand, kind of shot puts it, but it goes like this. It goes end over end, and he hits Tyreek in the hands with it. Okay, trust me. That will not always work.
Right.
No.
And
he said after the game, I don't want to try that too many times, but a couple times he said he did in college just to throw it out of bounds, so I'll give you that. But this is the magic carpet ride that he's on for 4 games, and it might not last.
And I believe he felt he had to do that because Von was tracking him. If they leave the ball in his right hand, Von could possibly...
Well, for sure. No, I know, but it's just, it is dangerous, because really bad stuff can happen.
That's when you come put your arm around him, son.
Okay, son.
Let's not try that again.
Okay, I got it. So now it gets to 3rd and 7 at the 46, and he hits that Demetrius Harris for 35 yards. And so we're going deeper and deeper into this, and we end up with the 3rd and long, okay? So we get, first we're 2nd and 30, right? 2nd and 30, and he picks up what? 23 yards, which leaves us 3rd and 7. And now I just have to, this just drives me crazy about the National Football League. Clearly, the referee assigned to watch the clock on 3rd and 7, he just misses the play clock because it goes to 0.
Yes.
Okay, how can you do that? Because this isn't a judgment call anymore. This isn't a replay review, like, what are you thinking? There's no judgment in this. It either hits 0 or it doesn't hit 0.
True.
And if it hits 0, you have to throw the flag. So did the ref, was it incompetence? Did he choke in Denver? I have no idea. Is the crowd too loud? I don't know, but it's just, that's a bad look for the game that we love, right? This is Monday Night Football. You can't do that.
Sure.
You can't miss that, because that's an easy one to call, right? That's just cut and dry. That's just doing, as Bill Belichick would say, just do your job, and it's pretty easy to do. Now, what if it had gone to 3rd and 12, or 3rd and 12 it would have been. Would he have converted it? Probably on the roll he was on, he probably would have converted it anyway, okay? So I will give you that. But
if he had gotten 8 yards, Skip, I would agree with you. If he had gotten, if it was 3rd and 7, he gets 8 yards, I'm like, they should have called that delay of game. But because he got 35, that's something entirely different. So if it was 3rd and 12, 3rd and 15, he got 35 yards.
35 yards. And again, what is Denver doing? I think Denver's secondary is better than that.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
No.
Well, you used to love them.
Yeah, but that's when they had to leave. But you have to understand, though, Skip. Pac-Man Jones is in the lineup. Pac-Man was on the couch until 2 days before the start of the season because the guys that they were counting on was not getting the job done. So that just lets you know Pac-Man was on the street, and they signed him, and he's playing. And he's playing an awful lot. So that tells you the guys that they were counting on, that they drafted, is not getting the job done.
Yep.
I want to give this kid some credit, Skip. And like you said, but Andy does a great job of using all these weapons. I mean, fake screen one way and he throws it to the tight end in the middle. Or he'll swing it to a Tyreek Hill. His job is like, okay, Pat, let's try to get the ball in Tyreek's hands any way we possibly can. We just don't have to throw it down the field, take a 5-step drop and throw them and go routes. Because of his shiftiness, Kareem Hunt, breaking tackles, run. I'm trying to figure out, what about this lowering the head? Because I saw Kareem Hunt in the open field lower his head several times. I thought they weren't going to throw flags on the offensive players if they lowered their heads also, Skip. But that's another story. We'll talk about that at some other time. But I want to give Kansas City credit. I believe this kid can be very, very special, Skip. I believe that when we talk about young, talented quarterbacks, he's in that same breath.
I got you, but obviously Andy Reid loves him. Andy Reid will prop him up through all of his mistakes and all of his gambles that he's going to take and mostly make at this stage. But Andy Reid,
Brett. So he knows about mistakes. He had Brett.
But Andy drives me a little crazy because defense for Andy Reid since the late, great Jim Johnson has just been an afterthought.
Right.
You realize they have given up the most yards in the National Football League. So they're having to outscore the opponent because the defense can be so bad.
That's why this kid might throw for 5,000 yards because he's going to be in shootouts every week.
And if you put Andy Reid with this kid on Monday Night Football, it's going to be a parade of, look at me, I'm a genius. And Andy Reid hauled out every gimmick in his book because he's trying every little gadget and gimmick. Watch this. Watch what else I can do. Watch what else I created, right?
Yes.
And it drives me a little nuts because at some point you just have to go win the football game conventionally because trust me, as the weather gets colder, you're going to have to beat people conventionally.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to go to the very end of the game, back to the Denver Broncos. And despite the missed pass, whose ever fault it was, 50-50 Case Keenum, Demaryius Thomas, we still get to the final play of the game, the attempted hook and lateral play, which I loved the call because it came close to being a mile-high miracle call, if we could see that. Again, to Cortland Sutton, and you know who blew up the play was Steven Nelson, their starting left corner. He's all over him, and he wraps him up so he can't lateral the football, right, to Emmanuel Sanders.
Right.
Because Booker's in position to throw a block, and if he gets it away clean,
He's gonna get
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. Emmanuel can fly.
Yes.
So if he gets the edge, I don't know. It could have been very interesting, but this is really good coverage, and he wrapped it up and blew up the lateral. But I like the play call. I liked it.
But if you think about it on first down, Skip, what happened? Case Keenum got sacked. I mean, you can't get sacked. Now, a lot of that's on Booker. Skip, I was an H-back fullback. And the thing that when I was in the backfield blocking, okay, I'm looking at, okay, what's my
Which first down, the last drive?
On the last drive when he got sacked and they had to use a timeout. Booker is, your guy, your danger is on the edge. When your danger is on the edge, you take a step back, Skip, because you don't want to get caught up in the wash. You got to realize the tackle's going to kick back. Now, if you get caught up to it, too close to him, you're not going to see the edge guy because he's going to the end. You got the back on the edge. Now, if your guy's in the dangers in the middle, you step up because you don't want to give him a head of steam to run you over and be at the quarterback's feet. You have to just understand things of that nature. But Case, once you see the guy chasing you, go ahead and throw the ball in the vicinity of a receiver in that area. Because not only do you get lose 10 yards, now you're forced to take a timeout. And that's the worst thing you can have happen, especially in a 2-minute drill. But Skip, if you're making $18 million, I shouldn't have to die for a play like that. That should be putting it in my back pocket. I should put that in my back pocket, Skip.
Case Keenum was in the NFC Championship game last year. Minnesota getting back in the championship game? Are they with Kirk?
With that defense?
Or Kirk Cousins?
Whoa, Skip.
Skip Cousins?
Now you're gonna tell me if that's the same defense that Kirk Cousins had last year? Case Keenum had. If that's the same Minnesota defense, Skip, you feel comfortable saying that?
I'll just take Case Keenum's moxie, his flair, just his guts. I'll take all that over Kirk Cousins. I'll take his intangibles. I'll take his intangibles any day over Kirk Cousins' intangibles.
If he's in the WWE, I would want all that. But as a quarterback, I want a guy that is going to deliver the ball consistently and accurately. Now, you know, Skip, you said if you had guts, you wouldn't even have picked the Minnesota Vikings to go. Because you didn't think...
playoffs.
Right. You didn't even believe their defense was going to be as good. Their defense is horrible. They lost to Buffalo. And they gave up like 1,000 yards to the Rams. They've given up 1,000 yards almost every game. So come on, Skip.
Kirk's going to put up numbers, but not dubs. That's what he doesn't put up.
But I tell you what he will do. You see him drop it in the basket in Green Bay? Mm-hmm. You saw
Should
that.
have lost that game.
No. I'm talking Skip.
They should be, what, 1-3?
Case Keenum had...
Well, the game is over.
Case
Make the right call on Clay Matthews.
He catch Scandrick looking. Scandrick is trying to clue, and Demaris does a great job. First of all, Scandrick, you never let that guy outside release. You're in cover 2. You force him inside. But, okay, you make a mistake. You let him outside.
Yep.
So now you're blind to him, Skip, because you don't really know what he's doing.
Yep.
All Case got to do is, that's an up-down throw, Skip. That's a touchdown. Why I got to dive? Why
Got to dive. Got to help your quarterback a little bit.
Why I got to help him?
You're a big-time receiver.
Why in that situation like that, Skip?
Used to be.
But hold up. Let me ask you this. You think Pat Mahomes lost anything by sitting on the bench for an entire season?
Nope.
Because they're all these young quarterbacks. Oh, he need to play. He got drafted in the first round. We need to play him. I feel very comfortable.
But he was sitting behind a quarterback whose team is now leading the NFC East, the Washington Redskins, Alex Smith. Interesting.
What team Alex Smith ever led to the championship game?
He's led them to a whole bunch of playoff games.
I give him one. I give him credit. He did when they lost to the Giants, remember? And he couldn't get a first down. He gets one first down, they go to the Super Bowl. Alex Smith couldn't get one first down. Hence, check down Alex. That's his name. You know that. Now, he's always going to have a great completion percentage because he's going to have, like, on his resume, he might complete 400 passes, 150 will be screens, 100 of them will be flat routes, and then he'll have like 3 or 4 of them, like 30 yards. You know that, I know that.
Here's what I know. Kirk Cousins' record as a starter in the National Football League is now 27, 32, and 2. 27 and 32. Is that 500? No, it's not 500. It's 5 games under 500.
I love how you did that. Thank you for bringing my point.
Yeah.
You say you love old Khaki Pants. You say Khaki Pants was a better NFL coach than Coach Saban.
Well, do I say it?
Okay.
I mean, I know it. I can just show you. It's like laughable. Don't even put Saban in the same breath with Jim Harbaugh.
And check down Alex had Andy Reid. So which one of those head coaches is Jay Gruden better than? Khaki Pants? Yeah. Which one?
Well, Jay Gruden's a better coach now because he's got Alex Smith at quarterback. He's got a real live quarterback, a trustable quarterback.
I'm asking you a simple question. Which one of those head coaches is Jay Gruden better than? Jim Harbaugh or Andy Reid?
He's not better than either one of them.
Okay.
So what's your point? I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's who Kirk had to work with.
Oh.
Yeah, he had Jay Gruden.
Elevate him.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, but look what Jim Harbaugh did with Alex Smith. Look what he did with Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah. Okay.
3 straight NFC
and
championship
we're about to see what Jay Gruden going to do with check down.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, you got them winning the division?
Doing real well. How about that defense in Washington?
Do you have them winning the division? Yes
I do not, but you know I'm already dug in on that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, don't worry about it. Since you dug in, I'm just going to cover you on up with dirt. Because the Eagles going to win that division. You dug in. You make it easy for me to just pour dirt on top of it.
You're just going to cover him up.
Yeah. He made it easy. He the one that dug the hole.
Nice try.
Watch out. You're gonna
I'm dug in above ground.
No. Not with the Cowboys. You getting buried.
Oh, speaking of those Cowboys, is Zeke on his way to being an all-time great? We will discuss that. I want to hear what they say next.
And I won't back down. The NFL is on Fox.
Let's rock and roll today, man.
A high-octane shootout awaits. Saquon Barkley and Odell Beckham Jr. fuel the Giants against Cam Newton and the Panthers. Then in America's Game of the Week.